Hey, everybody out there in Walter Latham TV land. I just like saying that because I know it irritates him. And you know, everybody likes to irritate the person they work for. It's just a rite of passage. I want to thank you all again for the many responses we got to notes from the GED section, the first two parts. Thank you very much. And thank you all for showing me so much support for the Showtime special that just aired. It was called Reset. I'm really excited. I just got to my apartment here, and waiting for me was a copy of my brand new book, I Want You to Shut the Fuck Up. I'm actually surprised that they let me get away with the title, but it is you can pre-order it on Amazon. It's gonna be on iTunes. Very funny. I think a very funny and ironic look at all the things that we're going through right now, politically, pop culture wise. I think it's funny, and I think a lot of you will enjoy this. A good, easy read. Nothing is better for a good, easy read than a dude who has a GED. It's funny that I would actually write a book before I ever got to read one. In the news, of course, Mitt Romney was actually booed at the NAACP convention. It looked like he had gone to the Apollo. And I bet Mitt Romney has never in his life been around that many black people. Ever. I don't think he's ever seen a movie with that many black people in it. So it was interesting. But I have to give him credit for going to a place where he knew he would receive a hostile welcome, a hostile kind of greeting, and he went anyway. Um, uh, I think that Rush Limbaugh said that he was booed because he was white. I don't think that was the case. I think they had ideological differences. Again, I commend him for going. I think that people just view things differently, and that's kind of the way it goes. Unlike the president's wife, who was booed at NASCAR, I don't even know why people would go to NASCAR, but that's just an amazing thing for me. Also, I was actually in Virginia performing, and they had a tornado. Tell me, why is it that white people live where there are trailer parks? I don't understand it. I never gotten that. If you know that there's a tornado coming and your house is on wheels, you can start your car up and drive the fuck off. Like you say, ooh, baby, here comes a tornado. Get the kids and start the house. See, that's the difference. Black people poor, we live in a project because you can't give us a house we could drive away in if you expect getting your rent money. That won't happen. The house was here yesterday. I don't know what happened. Also in the news, uh, Hillary Clinton was heckled on an overseas trip where they shouted Monica, Monica, basically talking about the famed incident that happened with President Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, the most famous side piece in the history of side pieces. So that also happened. And now there is a bit of controversy over whether presidential candidate, and he is just a candidate, Mitt Romney should release his tax forms, his taxes. His father, George Romney, who ran for president decades ago, released all his taxes, several years of taxes, and actually started the precedent. The son apparently doesn't want to do it, and it's funny that and many in his party are saying that they also don't think that he should have to. Isn't it funny that the Republican Party, who in large part wanted the president to prove that he was born in this country and basically beat the drum for him to show his birth certificate for years, from lowly people in the party to even higher ups, were basically alleging that he was not born here and that if he wanted to quell all the noise that was involved with people being suspicious of his birth, that he would release his release his birth certificate. And these are also the same people that want immigrants in many states to prove citizenship. So the president has to prove he was born here. Immigrants have to prove that they have the right to be here. People have to prove that they're not on voter, that they're in voter rolls in many parts of the state, that they have the right to vote. But this man who wants to be the president of the United States of America doesn't have to prove uh, how much money he made, what he reported, how much he did. I think that he has obviously something high. Isn't it funny how white people say when black people don't want to release something, we have something high? I don't even know why you wouldn't want to release your taxes. If I was worth $250 million, you wouldn't have to ask me to release my tax records. I would walk around with that shit on a t-shirt. I'm rich, bitch. But apparently he may have something to hide. And also the Bain attacks that, and I'm very proud of the Democrats for waging the kind of dirty politics that Republicans are so good at. And I think what is kind of frightening for them and probably kind of confusing is that they didn't see this coming. Democrats for years were kind of above the fray and weren't really effective at running these kinds of commercials and campaigns, and they're really beating them at their own bang, describing Mitt Romney's connection with Bang. And my question would be to any presidential candidate: it's a fairly simple choice for me. One guy spent his life working to make people's lives better. One guy spent his life trying to make his friends and himself's life better. And why would a president who has profited from the system as much as Romney has, because he's found a way to make money whether the economy was doing good or bad, why would a man like that ever believe that there was anything wrong with the economy, that there needed to be some change? After all, he and everyone like him have found a way to profit. And so my question would be, if that is the case, if all that he's seen is a way to make a profit, and the president, wants to raise taxes on people making as much over $250,000, which it would be him. So he is actually levying a tax on himself. Mitt Romney's plan is to lower taxes for himself. So Juan again is doing what he's always done, which is to kind of be a person who is interested actually in helping people, whether you agree with his motives or not, and one who has a very selfish kind of MO. Well, these are just my observations from the GED section. I want you guys to continue watching Reset on Showtime. My book will be out. I want you to shut the fuck up and continuing watching the Walter Latham YouTube channel. This is D.L. Hughley. That's just another note from the GED section.